What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is TDS Darth Wage back at you with another video yet again, and in this video I want to give you my thoughts about Bossk. So let's go ahead and get on into this, and the first thing that I want to talk about is Bossk's Dioxis Grenade. Now, what does this ability do? You basically, in a tough spot, you throw it down. Now, with the star card, it can heal him, but honestly, I don't really see it as that much of a benefit. It can be a benefit, but anyway, getting more into this, it basically, it allows you to control an area. It also basically does damage over time. Over time, it can do quite a bit of damage, to be honest with you, and it can actually help get rid of these block spammers, these people who just do nothing but stand there and fucking block the whole game. You know, it really helps out against people like that. Now, what I want to say is about all of Bossk's abilities in general is that all of them are unblockable. Bossk basically is the guy who gets rid of this blocking spam bullshit. Okay, so with that being said, let's move on to his traps. His traps will basically help secure locations such as Phasma's droid. You could take Bossk and you could throw all them traps on Phasma's droid. If you're doing a camping strategy, now I have no issue with strategies. The only strategy I have an issue with is people running away and playing like a fucking coward. But the camping I have no real issue with, because camping can be countered, it can be stopped with a good team, with a coordinated team who actually communicates and helps each other, instead of just going in by yourself trying to be the standalone solo hero. That don't work in this game. It only works against trash players. But anyway, with that being said, his traps are very high in damage. And I do mean high in damage. They can take a character like Anakin to half health in one ability, or something like that. Basically, half health. But the counterplay to it is Anakin's heroic might. He can also intentionally run into Bossk's traps and use it to one-hit your entire team. So there is a downside to that. That's, to me, is just bullshit. Anakin in general is bullshit, so whatever. Anyway, so with that being said, I've already mentioned what you could do with those traps, being good with Phasma. And so with that being said, let's move on to Bossk's Predator Instincts, right? Now, what does this do? It is very good versus blaster characters, because whenever you start shooting at a blaster character with it, they cannot see for shit whenever them bombs are exploding in their face, because it kind of puts all this fire in front of their screen while they're trying to aim at you. And it also it's a rapid fire. It does, like, I think 80 damage per shot, but it cannot be blocked, so that's the good thing. Now, what does all of this benefit? Who does Bossk benefit? To me, honestly, since all of his abilities are unblockable, right? Now, the best two players that I see this benefiting would be Darth Maul and Emperor Palpatine. Why would I say Darth Maul and Emperor Palpatine? Because, like I said, all of his abilities force the opponents to stop blocking and actually move, actually run, actually fight. That's what his abilities, to me, are designed for, other than helping out Phasma with camping on her droid. Now, with that being said, you take Darth Maul. What happens whenever you use Darth Maul? You encounter enemies primarily just blocking indefinitely, correct? Okay, so basically the Dioxis Grenade would force them to try to get out of the gas. The traps would be there in case they do stay. So if they do stay, they get blown up and taken to half health, if not further. And then the grenade launcher or Predator Instinct, if they're getting hit with it, it goes through their blocks, so they're going to be forced to start jumping around, right? So how does that benefit Darth Maul? Because of Darth Maul's throw, for one, they're going to be jumping up in the air. You know, what does that do? It allows him to choke throw them. They land on the ground. He saber throws them. And then he just uses his spin attack. And it basically opens the enemy team up for attack. That's basically what Bossk's abilities do. That's why it would benefit and be most beneficial for the character of Darth Maul. And for Emperor Palpatine, why does this benefit him? Well, there's a few reasons. Because whenever he's using his lightning, it forces opponents to block until their stamina is basically out, right? But with Bossk's abilities applied to it, it once again opens the enemies up. And Emperor Palpatine also has an ability called, I think it's called Dark Aura. Whenever he activates it, it creates this whirlwind of lightning or whatever around him, and it basically damages enemies, and it is also unblockable, right? So you combine Dark Aura with the Dioxis Grenade and the traps and the Predator Instinct, and you have a ton of damage that is 100% unblockable, and there's literally nothing you can do about it except for maybe force push them away. That is why I say that Bossk primarily benefits Phasma, Darth Maul, and Emperor Palpatine for a camping strategy and a ton of unblockable abilities. Well, 4 unblockable abilities. Now, what do I think about Bossk's ordinary Relby? The Relby V10 or whatever it's called. I think that the new update that Boba's fixing to get for his reticle, which is making it a dot, I think Bossk would benefit from that too, because you see how wide the damn thing is. It fires out a single shot that can be fired kind of rapidly at a medium pace anyway, a medium rate of fire. And at close range, it does a very good amount of damage. I'd say the damage of a lightsaber swing at close range. At medium to long range, it does less. So that is basically his last defense option. He also has his melee ability, but we're still talking about his blaster or his Relby. Now, they turned the Relby basically into a sniper rifle, which is okay, but I don't really see it benefiting heroes versus villains very much unless he's with Kylo. Because if you can get headshots with the snipe while zoomed in with his Relby, it does like 300 damage, an instantaneous 300 damage on critical headshots with his Relby fully charged while zoomed in. So that can be beneficial, but it's nothing compared to Boba Fett's rocket barrage. I would rather have Kylo and Boba Fett so Kylo could freeze them and Boba Fett could rocket barrage them. But I'm not going to disregard the fact that Bossk is very high in damage, because he is very high in damage, and that sniper shot can actually save people's life. It can save your teammates sometimes, but I would say it's really situational in my opinion. Now, with that being said, his melee is also very good. Now, discussing his jump height, he basically, because he's like this reptilian type of humanoid, he can jump higher than your average blaster character. He almost jumps at the same height of as a Jedi or a Sith. But I don't know. Like, within the right hands, Bossk is God mode. I mean, you see all this damage that I'm doing. I mean, yeah, right there, I died. I mean, but you gotta also realize in this match with Anakin and all that crap, literally, it's just ragdoll after ragdoll. This game has turned into literally just ability spam. Just spamming abilities over and over and over again. But as you see, like, his Relby, when trying to shoot, can be very inaccurate at times with such a wide crosshair or reticle. But do I think Bossk is good? I think he's hella good. I think he's very good. He benefits more than two teammates. To me, a character that can actually be a very good team effort. To me, that's some of the best characters in the game. And as I told you, that sniper shot can actually save people's ass on your team, in which I just sniped Anakin Skywalker out of retribution while it was fully charged. As you can see, I told you that. But, I mean, to be honest with you, I think I've just about covered everything that Bossk has. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this because I had a brain fart, but there is one thing that I have to say, that people complained about Emperor Palpatine being able to hit people with lightning through walls, and I know this isn't the best comparison, but with Bossk's Dioxis Grenade, if I did say this before, I apologize, I will repeat it. Bossk's Dioxis Grenade, you could go to Kashyyyk, and you could go on one side of a wall while a friend of yours, or if you have another controller, you go on the other side of the wall with another controller. And you can throw your Dioxis on the opposite side of the wall that the opponent is on, and the Dioxis Grenade will still damage them from through the wall. It will still damage your enemy through the wall. And to me, that's bullshit. But I find it funny that I'm the only one who's ever mentioned this or really complained about this or thinks that that needs to be fixed, because I kind of find it bullshit that they kill switch Palpatine for something similar, but yet everybody is perfectly fine with Bossk doing damage through walls. But that's just my personal opinion. So anyway, that's really all I have left to say about Bossk. Is I think he's a very good character in the game. To me, in my opinion, he's also one of the best. Maybe not the best, but definitely one of the better character choices as a blaster character in Battlefront 2. So with that being said, there's still a little bit of this video left, so what I will do is I will leave you to watch the rest of the video if you want to see the rest of the gameplay, and that will be all for this video. So if you like what I had to say in this video about Bossk, then please give me a like, a comment, subscribe to me, and share, and I will catch you in my next video.
Quit yet? Identifying target.
Expected you. I feel the life in you.
I claim my point. Easy, easy. Sensing cavalcader. Leave your masters. Train under me. Claw at your throat.
Consider this a lesson.